Hey, welcome back, my cheesy minions. And, yeah, so today I have a battle here with, Alice-chan89, and this is a OU match. I battled her once in the past, and that's pretty cool. So, she's pretty cool, and I think I got the first one. This is an OU, the tier that she's, a little more familiar with. Another notable thing about this battle is I'm kind of changing up what I did with my mic. So you might hear a little bit of, I don't know, like, you might hear a little bit of a hum, but I know a lot of people have had some issues with my mic. So let me know if this sounds better or worse or whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, let's go into battle. So there's the teams. This was on my Twitch stream maybe a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I have a large backlog of battles. We battled once before, I believe in RU, and I got that one. But this time it's going to be OU, and she's using some interesting things, and so am I, hopefully. You'll find some of the things I'm using interesting. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and lead with my try-hard Landers, as she's going to go ahead and lead with her Ferrothorn. That's not Ferrothorn. I lied. That's Fortress. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the U-turn, and I really don't have much to do to it, so I figure she's just going to set up Stealth Rocks. I was kind of hoping to do enough that she wouldn't be able to recover it with her leftovers, so I could break Sturdy. So I go to my Zapdos, who has Heat Wave, obviously, and there is the Stealth Rocks. I believe I also have Defog. No, I have Defog on my Tapu Fini. But I do have Defog on the team. And there's the Stealth Rocks. So she's going to switch out. She does not want to take the Heat Wave on that thing. So she's going to go to her own Zapdos, which is a good move. It ends up doing about 25%, so it's not like awful damage, but you know, that's something. I'm going to go ahead and U-turn. It's resisted, but it lets me see what her intentions are. And I'm just going to go to my Alakazam. And, yeah, this is going to be Mega Zam, and apparently I made a mistake jetting it because it doesn't have Magic Guard, which it probably should, but whatever. Usually it doesn't matter that much. Out goes the Zapdos again, and in comes Chansey, and this is annoying freaking Chansey blob, and I hate it. But yeah, I do get the Mega Evolution off. I just went for the Psychic, you know, against the Zapdos, and, yeah, I'm going to get Natural Cure, which doesn't really matter, but anyway, I'm just going to go for the Psychic now, and that's going to do absolutely nothing, because Chansey is pretty much usually immune to special attacks. So out I go to my Tapu Fini. I figure this is a good time to maybe get a Defog off, so I get my Misty Surge, and that also protects me from status if she does go that way. No, instead she switches out into Meg, her Garchomp, and that's a pretty nice switch. Actually, well, it could be a nice switch either way. I mean, obviously, this is actually a Calm Mind Fini. I do have Calm Mind on it and Defog, so it has one attacking move. But I do have, like, defensive investment, so I should be able to take a hit pretty well from Earthquake, and I have the super effective Moonblast. Although I don't really have much investment in it, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, I just go for the Defog, and down goes the Stealth Rocks. She goes back into Fortress, wanting to set them back up again, as I switch out into my Zapdos, actually predicting another Earthquake, because I'm thinking, okay, maybe this thing's Scarfed, so I just go into my Zapdos. And that's not a bad switch for me at all, because now I can just go for the Heat Wave. But I actually go for the Thunderbolt, thinking it might switch. But it does about half anyway, and she just decides to Volt Switch. So that works out for me, because I get some nice damage there, the Fortress, and the Volt Switch is... Well, she's going to go out into her Greninja. So I kind of figure... Well, I know that it's not going to be Ash Greninja because it's shiny. I know it's going to be Protean. I just decide to stay in anyway and see if I can scout the set. And she goes for the Ice Beam. It's Protean, and it obviously it's Protean. It goes down. So that kind of sucks. My Zapdos could not live that hit, but I'm kind of hoping that it's choiced in some way. So I go into my Alakazam, and you know the nice thing is I actually get to trace Protean, which is actually ridiculous on a Mega Alakazam. So she switches out into her Chansey, and I just go for a Focus Blast. So here we go. Protean Focus Blast against this Chansey, and look at that damage against Chansey. That is a special hit, my friends. I'm just going to go for it again, the 2-hit KO with a special hit against Chansey. Protean is a pretty broken ability, so now that I am getting the stab Focus Blast, it's going to be able to take it out. But in comes her Garchomp. The fact she's coming in here makes me realize this Garchomp is going to be definitely Scarfed. So I'm just going to go to my Landers to see what he would lock himself, or what she's going to lock herself into. She locks herself into Outrage, so, yeah, that's kind of standard. And, yeah, I do have the Rocky Helmet, so there's that. I also have Hidden Power Ice for other Landeruses. But I'm just going to go ahead and set up my own Stealth Rocks, actually, because I figure why not. She is locked into it, and she's going to be hurting herself a little bit. So I set up my own Stealth Rocks. She does get confused this turn, so she can actually switch out. I go for the Hidden Power Ice anyway, and she's just going to go into Zapdos, which it's super effective against, but obviously I don't have a whole lot of special investment. Most of the time, you only run Hidden Power Ice on Landorus for other Landorus. That's pretty much the main reason. But no, there's the light screen. So she has a very interesting Zapdos. It's a Gen 1 Zapdos then, because I believe she can only get that from a Gen 1 Zapdos, I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But that means it might be dual screen, and I already showed off I was trying to get her with the Earthquake earlier. So I kind of think that she would think that it's safe now to roost. But I just keep going for it, and yeah, that's the best way to kill Zapdos. Goodbye, Zapdos, and in comes her Greninja again. And I'm like, I really just kind of have to sack something to see what she's like, because I'm kind of thinking this thing's going to be choice too. So I just stay in with my Landers. I'm kind of thinking this thing is Specs, actually, or some such thing. So much damage. No, it's actually Life Orb. I already knew it was Life Orb. I'm an idiot. I did realize that at the time, but like I said, this battle's like 2 weeks old, so leave me alone. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and trace Protean again. I am faster than Greninja, so she has to be afraid. She runs away, going out into her Ferrothorn again, which is fine, because I just go for the Hidden Power Fire. So now I'm a Fire type, and I'm going to be able to take out that Ferrothorn. And down it goes. Goodbye, Ferrothorn. And, yeah, Meg is coming out. Meg, the Garchomp. And, yeah, this thing is already established to be Scarfed. And I'm going to go ahead and switch out to my Tapu Fini, knowing that the Earthquake's coming, because I'm a Fire type. Actually, she could really go for... Well, no, she's going to go for the Earthquake, because I have Fini. So, yeah, there's the Earthquake. We already saw it do some damage earlier. I'm kind of hoping... I mean, I know I can live one more after the leftovers. I'm kind of hoping that I can take this thing out with Moonblast. But because I don't have any special attack investment really on this Tapu Fini, it's unfortunately not going to be able to. I do get the 1 HP survive, so that was pretty close. But no, the Moonblast is not going to be able to take it out. In fact, it does less than I actually thought it would. A stab Moonblast, come on, man. But Tapu Fini does not have a whole lot of special attack, especially if it's not invested. Unfortunately, Tapu Fini is going to be able to go, or is going to go down now. And, yeah, I'm just going to go out into my Kartana, which, unfortunately, I meant to bring a Scarf Kartana on this team, but I ended up bringing my Banded one. I do remember that. I messed up. It's supposed to be Scarf Kartana, damn it. But, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and lock myself into Sacred Sword, because I figure that's just the best overall moves. Her only Pokemon left are her Houndoom, that Garchomp, and this thing, so I just go for the Sacred Sword, and I get my Beast Boost, and in comes Houndoom. And I was actually thinking I had my Scarf Kartana here. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you Mega Evolve, because I'll be faster because I'm freaking Scarfed. And then after the battle, I noticed that I was actually a Choice Banded Kartana, because I messed up which one I brought, and Mega Houndoom has more base speed than my Kartana. Which is not good, because I was actually thinking I was going to wrap this battle up here with Kartana. So, that sucks, and I have no answers now for this Mega Houndoom. I do have my Mega Alakazam with Focus Blast, but I don't think I can Oko. And obviously it can miss. I decided to go to my Victini first. I do that just so I can pop off the, yeah, what is this? The Z Celebrate. This is Z Celebrate set. Unfortunately, the Z Celebrate set's primary move is Stored Power, which is a Psychic move, so I can't hit it, and Searing Shot is pretty much... A Resisted Searing Shot is the best I have. Unfortunately, Searing Shot is going to hit this thing down to yellow, and I'm like, okay, after doing a calc, I should be able to KO with Shadow Ball, so I won't have to, rely on the poor accuracy of Focus Blast. So I decided just to go for that, but then I still have to contend with the Scarf Garchomp, unfortunately, and I don't know if I can live a hit from that. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't even KO. I thought it could, but it doesn't, and that's going to lose right now. But that's okay. I probably wouldn't have lived a hit from that Scarf Garchomp anyway. Either way, good game, Alice-chan. It's a shame that I brought the wrong freaking Kartana set, but what are you going to do? You had to be more careful when you throw teams together randomly on the fly on Showdown. So let me know if the mic sounds better. I mean, I really don't have an ear for it. What I did is I ended up, like, increasing the mic input quality, but it doesn't allow me to do filtering. So let me know if this sounds better. I mean, a lot of people wanting me to get a new mic. I tried a bunch of mic on this. I think it's not grounded properly, but yeah, that's the deal with that. And today's question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite terrain in Pokemon? I don't know if I asked this one before. I probably asked what your favorite Tapu was and kind of lumped in together with that, but I know we had a discussion on my Discord recently about Tapu Fini, and I still really wished Misty Terrain boosted Fairy type moves. It's the only Tapu that doesn't get boosted moves. And it still bothers me, because Fini is actually probably like the worst of the Tapus right now. It would actually be a little bit better if it got boosted Fairy moves. It would be the strongest Fairy type attacker in the tier. Misty Terrain obviously does have it, the advantage of not being able to get status, but it kind of hurts Tapu Fini at the same time, because it can't use Scald, really, and Scald is a ridiculous move. It can't use that effectively. Plus, the other Tapus already get immunity to certain conditions. If you have Tapu Koko is immune to paralysis and sleep, and Tapu Bula is immune to most sleep moves that you're going to see. So, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But my favorite terrain is probably Psychic Terrain. It's pretty brooks. At the same time, I kind of wish it didn't exist, so maybe it's not my favorite. My favorite, maybe, I don't know, probably the Grassy Terrain. I do like that one. But yeah, leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later. Oh, for those wondering when the NGDL 3 battle this week is going to be, it's probably going to end up being Friday. So, yeah, Friday night. I'm doing the battle Friday. I'm going to try to narrate it the same night and put up a premiere for it. So, I'll look for that Friday night. Hopefully no later than like 9 would be the premiere. So, take a look for it then. Bye.